You might be surprised to learn that while many people associate Buddhism with peace and enlightenment, it also has some intriguing and shocking ideas about what happens after death. Stick around as we explore Buddhist beliefs about hell and the afterlife. And trust me, it's not what you expect. But first, we need to understand how the afterlife or the universe as a whole actually work according to Buddhist beliefs. In Buddhism, we have a concept from Hinduism which is the samsara. It is essentially the endless cycle of birth, death, and rebirth. In this cycle, beings traverse various realms of existence based on their karma. There are 6 main realms where beings can be reborn in the samsara. The highest of them is the God's realm, and the lowest of them is, you guessed it, the hell realms. These punishing realms are called naraka. The interesting part here is that in Buddhism the several types of hells have some considerable depth and they can be heterogeneous. Also, unlike in Christianity, hell is not a place where you stay forever. It's a temporary place where your soul needs to be cleansed in order to be reborn. And you need to go through a lot of suffering to clean the bad karma off your spirit. Another big difference is that Naraka is not a place ruled by an evil figure like the devil. It's more of a natural process where you experience the consequences of your own actions. There's no judgment day, no external punishment, just the effects of your own karma. The Naraka can be divided into hot hells and cold hells. Let's get to know the hot hells first. They are for individuals who caused significant harm, pain, and suffering in their previous lives, and they are divided in 5 levels. The fifth hell, Sanjiva. The reviving hell. Here, beings are repeatedly killed and revived, experiencing constant cycles of death and rebirth. This place is reserved for individuals who took life in a careless or malicious manner, such as murderers, poachers, or anyone who caused unnecessary harm to living beings, especially repeatedly. The second hell, Kalasutra. The black thread ale. Beings are marked with black lines and cut along these lines with fiery saws. Beings who harmed others with calculated cruelty, such as torturers, abusers, or those who carefully planned harm for personal gain. The third hell, Rarava. The screaming hell. Inhabitants endure intense pain, causing them to scream ceaselessly. Those who caused severe emotional or physical suffering, such as individuals who exploited or abused others, are expected to pay the price for causing long-lasting pain and trauma. The fourth hell, Maharorava. The great screaming hell. An even more intense version of Vairava. Beings who committed even more severe or widespread harm, such as those responsible for mass killings, cruel leadership, or orchestrating events that led to immense suffering for many people or animals. The fifth hell, Avicii. The uninterrupted hell. Considered the worst of all, where suffering is continuous and intense. Individuals who committed the most serious offenses, such as mass murderers, tyrants, or those who violated the most sacred principles of morality and humanity, leading to constant and uninterrupted harm. And the list of places to suffer is not over yet, because we're delving deep into the cold hell realms now. The cold hells serve as a mirror of the emotional coldness and apathy beings showed in their lives. The first cold hell is called Arbuda, the blister hell. Intense cold causes blisters all over the body. Individuals who were emotionally distant, deliberately neglectful, or uncaring toward others' feelings or well-being. People who consistently refused compassion, leaving others in emotional distress, could find themselves in Arbuda. The second hell is called Nirarbuda, the burst blister hell. Even colder, causing blisters to burst painfully. Those who showed extreme indifference to the suffering of others or exploited others' vulnerability, ignoring cries for help, or perpetuating harm even when they could have intervened, may be reborn in Buddha. The third one is called Atata, the shivering hell. So cold that beings can only utter at as their teeth chatter. Individuals who lied, deceived, or manipulated others, causing significant emotional distress or uncertainty. People who created a climate of fear, doubt, or insecurity, leaving others in cold despair, might end up here. The main question is, how can you avoid ending up in one of these awful places? The answer lies in living a life of compassion, mindfulness, and morality. The 5 precepts of Buddhism are a good place to start. These are basic ethical guidelines. Don't kill. Don't steal. Don't lie. Avoid misconduct. Don't consume intoxicants. Although living ethically following the 5 precepts avoids a trip to your nightmarish afterlife, the ultimate goal is to break free from samsara entirely, achieving nirvana, a state beyond suffering and rebirth. Some may say that during our life on earth we go through personal hells, like hell of addiction, the hell of greed, and so on. Buddhist concepts of hell offer a unique perspective on suffering and moral responsibility. They remind us that our actions have consequences, but also that no state, no matter how painful, is permanent. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this topic as fascinating as I did, please like this video and don't forget to subscribe for more eye-opening content. What do you think about the Buddhist concept of hell? Drop a comment below, I'd love to hear your thoughts.